God bless, I have no fucking clue where we're gonna go today. But all I know is that I think there's something I need to go find in Deep Talks. Oh, and that's how I scare myself awake. Shoot. Okay. Whoa! Oh boy. Everything. Okay, way to wake up, I suppose. Oh boy. Everything in this game does 2 masks. And it explodes. Cool. How am I swear to God, everything here is like, do I need to get like that magma bell to go over there? That's like the fucking question. So then... Oh. Damn. Holy shit. I'm skipping the preamble. Okay, that's dangerous. Glad to know that enemies can suffer fire damage though. I don't like those enemies. Hiya. Like, that's a lot of range. And I don't know if that's because there's gravity in this game that they do that. Oh, parrying is so easy. Oh, yo-ho! Yeah, I just jobbed out really hard over there a second ago. Pretty embarrassing, honestly. Oh boy. Oh, right, they explode. Oh. You know, I'm okay. Whatever happened there, I'm okay with that. Oh no! Okay, so that door is locked, and I am cooked. I'm going upstairs. And of course I forgot to kill this one. Great. And that one too. Oh boy. If I get greedy and I hit that one more time, I could possibly not die, but am I brave enough? Am I kind of was. Okay, let's keep going. Oh god. Oh shit. So I think I'm going the right way this time, because last time I couldn't. Oh fuck! That's what I get. Fucking unbelievable. Fuck. I'm doing like substantially worse compared to yesterday. Eh. Anyway, how's everyone else's day been? 'Cause I'm struggling. You know what I'm forgetting to do? Oh god. I don't know how many times I've gotten broke just by dying. And I understand that's the good part of this game, but like I think what's getting me the most God damn it. Because there is that, and that's blocked off. That means I can't go there. There's a whole ass room that I haven't been to. And then there's the upper area. I don't... And then that's like closed off too, I think. So I do think I need that magma bell, no? Like... Probably. 'Cause know I don't know why I didn't think of doing that before. That's so much easier of a way to deal with them. So... Silksong, I actually really like the movement more than I like the Knight's movement, even if there's like a lot more pogoing and stuff like that. I can see why people think it's harder because things do 2 damage and there's like a lot of hazards around. But in spite of that, like, I think it could be really annoying. I do actually like how challenging it feels. Because this might have been a terrible decision, right? But I didn't like play Hollow Knight to prepare for it because I just wanted to get straight into it, right? And I'm broke. Damn. I love that for me, I guess. Yeah, see, I think the people who practiced and played Hollow Knight before going to Silksong, I think they kind of screwed themselves, to be completely candid. Wow. Thank you for the gift sub. I appreciate it. Wow. Wow. See, I think that if you want to play Silksong, you should just get right into it. I don't think you should even play Hollow Knight unless you want like the full experience, I suppose, because you know, Hollow Knight came out 8 years ago. God. Wait. Right, I can't go there. So, because the way that Hornet moves, right? Like, for example, her pogo being diagonal. Now, her pogo being diagonal is really interesting. And I know that there's like a bunch of, I think, memes about this, or like people struggling because it's diagonal. Because the way the Knight works is that, I mean, anyway, so the way the Knight works, for example, right, is that when the Knight pogos goes straight down, which is normal as per those games, right? The diagonal messes people up because you have to hold down, but then you're going like at that 45-degree angle. What I find really interesting about that is because it goes at that diagonal with a lot of momentum, that's what makes the platforming sections where you actually have to pogo up really fun. Because I think the trick to actually do that is to wait a beat before you actually continue on. Because if you like panic pogo, like you could with the Knight, you're going to like, you're going to mess up. Yeah, hold on. Speaking of panic pogo. Flying enemies have always been like the worst thing about Hollow Knight. Don't even at me. That said, right, it's really interesting how she moves by comparison because she has a little bit more weight to her when she jumps, and she has a little bit more range comparatively, right? So if you're not used to how that works, or like, God, I don't know if I'm missing something or if I'm just like not making the jump because I'm missing. Either I'm missing the jump or she's just not I'm not good enough for Hornet. But either way, right? Like, I think everything does 2 masks for the most part, because instead of like if you remember playing Hollow Knight in the early game, basically until you run into like an FOE, everything does like 1 damage, right? Like not even the False Knight does 2 damage, if I remember correctly. And I think that's pretty important of a detail, because look, I can't reach anything here. I did not see that before. That's insane. I don't know how I missed that. Anyway. So, everything in Hollow Knight on the, like, up to the Forgotten Crossroads basically does 1 damage until it becomes the the Infected Crossroads. Right? So, this game basically just throws you straight into the fire by having enemies do 2 damage and there being, like, literally traps everywhere. Right? But because Hornet has the range to actually, like, trigger those traps without, goddamn. Because she has the range to trigger those traps. Yeah. You, do you have the DLCs yet? Because that's not entirely, like, not even some of the DLC bosses do 2 damage, but there is, like, a super mode, so to speak. Immolate. Okay. So, like, see, that's what I mean, right? Like, because she can pogo off of things and get that really high distance, she can just, like, jump up and, get to, like, places and platforms. Like, pogoing in this game is super fun, in my opinion. Right? Pretty unpopular opinion as far as I know, but, it's very, like, charming. Oh, that's new. I don't know what that is, but that's new. So, basically, if you are, like, super, I see. See how I can do that? Whack. Yeah. Like, the knight could literally never, honestly. So I think it was, like, a really smart thing that I didn't play Hollow Knight. Because the last time I played Hollow Knight, it was, like, 2 years ago. Yes. What is that? Oh, shit. What is that? Can I even reach that high? Oh my god. Oh. I'm burning. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to Forge Daughter, because I think I need to actually buy that Magma Bell. Assumptive if the Magma Bell actually doesn't make me burn, but we'll see. Otherwise, that'll be a waste of, currency. I think, okay, I said this yesterday when I was playing, but my biggest gripe so far about Silksong is that there's technically, there's not even 2 currencies. It's that you get, you have those, like, the metal shards or whatever, right? And then the actual currency, the rosaries, right? Nothing, like, no monsters, base monsters in this game drop currency, right? So that basically means if you don't have the, like, if you're not actually killing people, they don't drop money. And you'll find that in this game you will die a lot. Like, not even in, like, I didn't even have this much trouble playing Hollow Knight, except in, like, certain segments, because, like, the White Palace, for example, was really rough for me. Surely this will be worth it. Please let this not be a waste. Right, you have to change your equipment on a bench, of course. So I have been enjoying Silksong a lot. I can see where people would complain that this is like some of this is really unfair. Oh, it only reduces damage and flame down. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I would rather not be on fire all the time anyway. think I went the wrong way. So again, I think, like, in bullet points form, the way Hornet moves is way more fun than the Knight. I think she is, like, that's, like, way more fun. Like, the fact that I can even just jump behind someone and kill them. Like, it's pretty neat. A lot of the game actually tries to prepare you to be able to do that kind of stuff, and I think that's good. Again, I really do think that the people who played Hollow Knight, like, just to warm up, really, really fucked themselves, I think. Because I can see how I'd start complaining too if my, like, if I practiced it that way. Nope. You know what? Oops. Okay, wait. Maybe I can go to that other thing that I saw before, but... But yeah, see how much height she gets by comparison? Super cool. See, like, things fall in this game. Like, a lot of things fall in this game. And a lot of stuff explodes. Like that. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. I should have saw that coming. Oh boy. Okay. Shit. But yeah, see how I'm capped out on, like, tool shards? To be honest, I need to actually throw more stuff like that. But I don't really like it. And like that Harloom shakes me down again. I'm broke. Again. Honestly, I'm having, like, this is really fun, but I think, as per the Hollow Knight experience, I have gotten lost already. Look at that. Look at that. See? There's traps everywhere. Help. Bro. You definitely need claw to get up there. I do think that binding and just actually, like, healing instantaneously like that in midair and whatnot is, like, way more intuitive than Hollow Knight because it changes the way you have to fight. But generally speaking, are those ants? That looks like a boss room. Hold up. Is that why they gave me a bench? Oh yeah, that's absolutely why they gave me a bench. Okay. Hey, bud. Oh shit. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Ants. Oh great. I love flying enemies. I love flying enemies. See, look how stylish that was. I didn't even know it was gonna die. Anyway, What is here? Oh, great. Yeah, see, now they're teaching you how to look down this late into the game. Hi, hi. Thank you for joining, Key. Let's see. Ants. Oh, God. Oh. I hate this. There's so many traps everywhere. Oh my god. Just come on. It's like, see, that is gonna fall too. Wow. Anyway, this blows up. Oh, okay, shortcut. Nice. Oh my god. I hate that. Get me out of here. I hate Barloom. What happened to the music? Oh. Ooh. Oh. Daughter of a distant land, we who have waited long, bind our strength to yours, reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. Hold right trigger. I can run. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Ooh. She kind of drifts a little. Like, there's like a little slide when she moves like that. That's kind of... Huh, wait. Can I actually, like, jump farther? Oh! That's how you're supposed to get it. So... Oh god, that's not what I wanted. So that means... And I messed that up already. Alright. That's cool. And there's something down there. Oh. Okay. Should I... Okay, and that's leading back to the bench? Wow. Oh, I had to do a whole roundabout. Fuck. That makes sense, though. Wait, it's a dash? It's a dash! Oh! Also, look at this thing. Weird, right? So this is the dash, and it doubles as an actual sprint. That's super cool. I'm not a programmer. I'm just literally playing this because well, I came to the Hollow Knight train late, right? So it's not like I was waiting 8 years for Silksong to come out. Well, fuck. It's not like I was waiting 8 years for Silksong to come out, thankfully. So... Okay. This is a whole ass new area then. Alright. Maybe now that I can actually run though. Oh my god, I am schmoving. This is incredible. The knight could actually never. But yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed this, right? But the game actually gives you a warning that you're at 2 health and not when you're like at 1 with base Hollow Knight. And the reason why it gives you the warning at 2 health is because like literally anything can kill you at 2 health. Damn. So, again, I think Silksong genuinely is pretty intuitive in terms of how it introduces new mechanics and difficulty. And I don't know how I didn't see that switch either. Oh my god. It's so over, guys. Okay, I'm back up here. Now I better not die. I need my stuff back. Okay. See. I don't got time for this. I need my stuff back. Okay. I am a little tempted though to just to see what's in that room. Okay, yeah, hold on. I'll come back. God bless. Oh my fucking god, I am cooked. I hate this. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, that's fine now. Now I can get my stuff. And then I think I can actually access that other thing I couldn't before. But I do want to go upstairs still. I killed these men in their beds. Oops. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. How much money would I even have? Like nothing. Yeah. Alright. Let's go do the thing, because I'm pretty sure I can now access that thing I've been complaining about since yesterday. So. Okay. 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 I have actually been waiting for this. Okay. This is gonna be exciting. I'm kind of embarrassed. How sad. A little spider has fallen from its cage. So lost, so weak. Poor little morsel. I can save you, little spider. All the trouble you'd face above. All the suffering. It's so simple. I'll just skewer you here and now. Pluck that flickering life right out of you.
Miss View?
Your threats are worthless, child. If you are my foe, stay your voice and raise your blade. Delicious. I like you already. Girl? Oops. Oh shit! She can parry! Oh! That was a mistake. She can parry! Okay. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be super fun. This is gonna be so fun. Oh my god. I'm like spacing out, but the thing that's driving me nuts is that has... Oop. I actually attacked her and she stopped singing. Sorry, Lace. I didn't mean it. So... she fights similar to the Mantis Lords. And the Mantis Lords was my favorite boss in the entire fucking game in Hollow Knight. Oh boy! Hold on, I gotta lock the fuck in right now. Oh shit! Shit. Oop! Fuck. Okay. I might be good at this. Maybe. Or not. Okay. Come on. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Second try. Alright. Okay. That was really fun. Like, I hope all of the boss fights are like that. Gosh. Cause just yeah. Like, just for some quick preamble, when I did play Hollow Knight, like 3 years ago or whatever it was now, I actually played it completely wrong. So wait, here, hold up. Like, give me a second. Right. Let me go pull up a map of Hollowness real quick, because I want to like explain to you just how incorrect I played this game. If I can like find a map of Hollowness real quick. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out real quick. real quick, cuz you need to understand just how kind of dumb this, how kind of stupid I was when I first played. Um one second. So um right. Okay. So this is Hollow Nest, right? You can see all of the name labels and all that other fun stuff. Now, when I first played through Hollow Knight, right? You start like you start all the way up in Dirtmouth, right? The normal route when you play Hollow Knight is that you are supposed to go from Dirtmouth all the way to like down over here through the Ancestral Mound, through the Forgotten Crossroads, into either Green Path to get the dash, right? Because that's the only place where you can go to first. And then you're supposed to go down from that point to what do you call it? Where is it? Into Fungal Wastes, into the Mantis Village, right? To get Mantis Claw. That's how you're supposed to play, right? And then once you get Mantis Claw, you're supposed to go to the City of Tears, maybe the Royal Waterways. It doesn't really matter because there's like any number of ways to go play through Hollow Knight, right? When I played through Hollow Knight the first time, I was stubborn. I didn't go into the City of Tears, even though you're basically told, oh man, you're still fighting with like the baby nail with like no upgrades whatsoever. You should go to the City of Tears and talk to the blacksmith. He'll fix it up for you, right? I was stubborn. I refused to do that. I basically rammed my face into the Mantis Lords 37 times until I won. and then when you beat the Mantis Village, you unlock Deep Nest, right? And with Deep Nest, what happened was, instead of being like a smart person and realizing that Deep Nest is like really dark and scary and full of spiders, and I didn't have the lantern, which illuminates dark areas and all that, right? Because I just basically did a straight shot all the way down to Fungal Wastes right after visiting Green Path. I went through Deep Nest without the Lumify lantern. I got all the way to the tram. I took the tram all the way to the hive, went to the Kingdom's Edge, and ended up on the City of Tears on the wrong side. So when I triggered the cutscene with Hornet, it put me on the other side I was supposed to be in, and I realized that I played the game backwards. So this is not comparatively the same experience, because there is very much like a sequenced events that what do you call it? That Farloom wants you to go through. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Just thinking about that in hindsight is like nutty to me. Look, I didn't know what I was doing. It was just really fun at the time. And I think that's probably the best way that they've handled this, right? Because a game, I think, should be fun and challenging, and Hollow Knight really really puts you through the casual filter with the Mantis Lords, because you can either upgrade your stuff and be on top of it, or you could be me and just keep ramming your face into it until you actually understand the rhythm of the game. So, big shrug, right? I am not a pro gamer, no. Anyway, here. I'm not a pro gamer, I'm a stubborn gamer. See the bench. I should have known there was a bench. Regardless. What's this? Where am I? Oh. Oh, okay. Hold on. There's stuff down here. Far fields. This is kind of cute. Oh boy. Okay, wait. I think I know what I'm supposed to do. And that was not. But there's a whole new area to this looks like a boss room. There's a rock up there that's gonna fall. Okay. Are these the equivalent of the mantises? Oh shit! Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Oh, that's painful. Hey, bud. Where did you go? Oh! Oh no! Oh shit! Holy fuck. Uh-oh. This is dangerous. Anyway. I deserved that. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Let's start that the right way. Hmm. Okay, it was this way, then there's this guy. These are definitely the mantis equivalents. Shit. Fuck. Oh shit. Oh yeah. You know, at least they're not. You know what? I'm not jinxing that. Wait a minute. Can I make that jump? Can I make that jump? Okay, yeah, I could. I need to like remember I can dash. Take wall. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, great. Okay. I don't trust like that. This is like a grub trap. Wait. I'm scared. Oh shit! I was right. I was right. I was right. What a weird looking dog. Okay. What killed that? Oh. Okay. So, to be honest, I'm very bad at platforming. Like, criminally so. I think I like the concept of Metroidvanias. I am not good at playing them. That's how I feel though. In Hollow Knight's case, I guess you can say that it is kind of special, I suppose. Cause what's up?
Benito Yoko.
How do you put this? So I wasn't actually interested in Hollow Knight when it came out. I didn't back the Kickstarter or anything. Like I said, I came 5 years late to the party, I think. Because I only started actually liking the game maybe in 2021, maybe? I think? Yeah, and then it's been 4 years. So I think that like the other like Metroidvanias just didn't appeal to me. I have a friend who's like super into Castlevania. And I'd just rather watch him play Castlevania as opposed to me playing it myself just because I'm not like cuz Castlevania doesn't appeal to me, right? Now, I should specify that I actually do not like bugs. I do not like bugs, but I think what got me with Hollow Knight is that I like the story. And I like how it's structured to basically sort of like give a lot of like show and not tell. Like I deeply appreciate that fact, especially with the first game because the protagonist doesn't talk, right? So everything that happens, you sort of have to extrapolate it on your own accord. This is different because Hornet actually talks. So it's something else. Sister, my aching shell's close to breaking. My voice weakens. I can hardly sing a word.
Miofene?
I fear the path will be no easier for you, ma'am. If you cannot abandon your pilgrimage, you should at least rest well before continuing.
Goro.
But impurities stalk our every step, sister. If we rest too long, they shall catch us. So it is sung. What does that mean, for example, right? And I think she's about to ask that, which is really funny. No? Okay, Hornet.
Mia Samasa.
Oh, see, like, there's like paywalls for everything in this game.
Are they all dead?
Megina Fora.
Those are better.
Lucky and unlucky is merely faith. Yeah. Look at that, guys. See, I can't afford anything, like ever. More tools and... Man!
Those are better too.
You see, the rosaries would weigh me down if I had any. Right. I know you can't bring... Do I have to pay? Oh my god. I hate that. Wow. Wow, that's insane. I hate you, Team Cherry. What the fuck? I don't, but this is exactly what I was talking about. Capitalism rules, Farloon. What's down here? Right, I don't have that. You look dangerous. Oop! God. All the way to the bottom, huh? Huh. Oh shit. Am I gonna be trapped here forever? Am I cooked? Oh fuck. Oh no! I think I'm gonna be fucking trapped here forever. Oh, that's cute. It actually... Oh. Hmm. Oh. Oh, thank God. Where are you? That's not what I wanted to do, but it's okay. I'm going the wrong way. Hold on. I don't know why I'm breaking all this stuff when I just do not have the inventory to actually go past this.
Friend.
Okay. No, okay, I did... Was I here? I was already here before. So then... Where should I be going? Okay. Hi! She's not
Tadasana.
singing this time, though. Chakra, you look home. You look well at home in these wilds.
Karkena.
Poshanka. These scorched fields offer many paths and much combat. To leap from vantage upon the red shells or to meet them face front with rings ready, these are decisions to live for. I am much surprised those soft pilgrims ever safely climbed this scorched and savage place. Okay, give me, please. I'm poor. I need a map. I have been just memorizing where all the benches are, so forget it. I'll go buy it. Oh, she's singing.
Yes, Kano. Yes, Kano.
She's cool. I think a lot of people actually like her. Unsurprisingly so. Holy shit. I hate Barloop. Okay. Okay. I don't know where I am. I hear bugs. Is there something up here? Okay. And I didn't. I didn't mean to do that. But there was a hidden wall. What is this? This is deep docks? You know what? Hold up. I need to not go this way. Okay. Oh yeah. Probably. I mean, they're both interesting. This is where she was. Yes. I mean, to begin with, both Hornet and Samus just kind of kill people, you know. Okay, wait. So I fell like all the way down, right? There has to be like a power up somewhere, because that's where Chakra is. That little thing. So. Oh no! Okay, okay, okay. I think I can. I think I can finagle that. Okay, so maybe I can't finagle this. There's definitely something over here that I cannot have yet. Cause you basically have to climb all the way up over there. Then I don't understand. Maybe I do have to go this way. If I fall into lava though, don't laugh. Cause I can see the lava. Okay. Maybe there is no lava anymore. Well, I mean I see lava. Kind of suspicious. Let's see. Oh no! Oh great. Okay. This smells like a power-up that I don't have access to. I think. But what is this? Hold on, maybe... Where am I? Hold on, I need this guy's clothes. What the hell is that? The knight could never. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on, let's go this way. Well, nope. No. Okay. That was the bridge from before. Okay. Maybe I do have to go that way then. I'm actually kind of impressed that there's like air physics. And more stuff that I can't do. Okay. Oh, okay, cool. There would have been a bench here. Oh shit! Jesus. Oh shit. Hold on, wait. Can I make that jump? Oh. Okay. Another one of those doors. Thinking about how they might have changed the animation for rosaries because Geo used to spin around, I think. Either way, less frames, right? I haven't seen a bench in a while. Fake wall? Okay, wait. What the? Bro. Oh, I think... Okay, wait. If this works how I think it's gonna go, then this is gonna be interesting. Okay. So that's a shortcut, I'm assuming? Was there anything in this room? There was that dead end that I couldn't go to. Was there anything else? I think I need to backtrack a little bit. Hold on. Did I go that way? Yeah, I did. So... The thing that sort of gets me about Metroidvanias, as I'm sure that you're noticing right now, is that I'm very directionally challenged. And I get lost very easily. Oh god. There's definitely something I have to do that I just don't know where I'm going. So maybe... This is what leads to up there. I think? Yes. Okay. So then... There's definitely something. But what? Where am I? Where am I supposed to look? Oh. Wait a minute. Hello.
Hello, babe.
Well, aren't you a sight? No, don't tell me. You're as odd as they come. Your poise, your form, are you hunted? Pursued? The Citadel would see a fine prize in you.
Cadestre.
It is as you say, madame. Veiled bugs have brought me to your land. I seek them now for answers.
Madon.
Ha, fierce. These are bleak times, but a powerful stray like you could certainly cause some change. That's kind of par for the course for Hornet, though. That's kind of where I'm at. I didn't realize I could go up here, but I didn't realize that's Metroidvanias. Haha. Bleak times. Well then, I've no love for that holy caste, and I do worry for this kingdom's ailing state. If you're seeking to settle a score, perhaps I can lend some aid.
Bemino. Lelos.
If you're planning to ascend from these low fields, you'll be needing some lift, and I'm just the bug to help. Head for the caves beyond my home. The bugs within produce a marvelous spine, yet flexible and strong.
Torotano.
Return their spines to me, and I'll have your cloak transformed into something far more buoyant. Yeah, okay. Oh shit.
Hello, babe.
I was supposed to do this first. I hate this. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. This makes sense. I can figure it out. I can do this. Which bugs does she want me to fight though? Is it the ones that shoot spines? You see that? It just carried away all my money. Crazy. Probably these ones, right? Oh yeah, I was right. Cool. Give me your stuff. You know, this is actually... They didn't really have much in the way of fetch quests with Hollow Knight. So this is actually, like, really interesting, I think. Give me. Give me. Touch!
Friend.
Honestly... Yesterday I made decent progress in terms of, oh, that's gone forever. I was right, it was gone forever. I shouldn't have chased. This is, Okay, that's just like a shortcut then. Right, can't do anything over there on this side. Like, I think. Jesus, I'm like not thinking at all, really. I'm just sort of zoning out. Hi, Zanuck. Welcome in. It's been a while, right? I wanted to do that the first time I saw that and I couldn't do it. Hold on. Let me see. Hey Lyco, hope you're doing well. Been here since the start, but working, can't be super active in chat. Hope you and everyone else watching have a great day. Metroidvanias are probably my second favorite game to play. Honestly, I don't play Metroidvanias because I think I'm personally very bad at them. Right? But like, yeah. God forbid, I've been crazy busy and haven't had much of the time to really play games. Damn. Damn, this... Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but... There you go. That's such a pain. Oh no! Yeah. Like... I like the fact that you can kind of go anywhere and just sort of, like, figure out at your own pace where you're going and what you'll be doing. Right? I think that aspect of Metroidvanias is genuinely really intriguing. That said... Jesus. Oh, no! Boy. They're not my first choice of game to play, but then again, like... That's partly because, I get really flustered very easily when I actually, play a game, right? Like... I feel more comfortable now that I've actually, played a bit. Shit. Oh, God. See, that's a pain. Oh my God. Ren! Like... I think I'm pretty decent at games. It's just that, like... When I get very flustered, I get, like... Hold on. How many did she say she needed? You know what? Let's just get, like, 30 of them. And see where we're at from there. Oh my God. Oh my God! I would really like a mantis claw, not gonna lie to you guys. I enjoy the randomness, the surprise and randomness, how unexpected stuff can be, and that's why my favorite are roguelikes, the progression and RNG factor. Actually, yeah. I'm rather, like, decent at roguelikes because of the RNG factor, to be honest. Oh shit. Oh, okay, no more. Nice. So I was right, maybe like 25? I don't know what my favorite genre of game is, to be honest. Because, sometimes I'm good on RPGs, and then sometimes I can't be forced to, like, sit down and play them, if that makes any sense. Like, it was actually kind of funny because me and my friends were having a discussion a while ago about not RNG, RPGs, right? And one thing that actually came up, Gunfire Reborn recently added the Time Stranger download before work. Yeah, everyone's been playing Time Stranger. Honestly, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm kind of holding off just because, right? With RPGs, I've found that the best experience that I have in memory for playing RPGs is on handheld, right? That's what like me and a handful of other friends were sort of discussing at the time. Because like, for example, if you can play like an RPG on the go, there's like no problem, right? I think peak RPG experience is when you can just like play it on the couch, play it in your bed, because when you get tired, then you can just go to sleep and that's it, right? Like if like that was like a big prevalent thing during like the 3DS, DS era, Vita, etc., right? But that's not really a thing anymore because like a lot of the bigger RPGs, because of the graphic fidelity and all that, they all come out on it is like childhood supreme, right? Like it's really hard to play RPGs for me because I've been sort of conditioned to want to handheld game, right? Like when I play a Pokemon game, I don't want to like set it up on my Switch dock. I want to like hold the damn device and like play it that way. But my problem with the Switch when you play it portable, for example, is that it's really kind of hard to hold for extended periods of time because it's so wide, right? I think they really had it correct with the 3DS and the DS, just in terms of like form and function, because closing that shit was just like the coolest thing ever, TBH. Yeah, and the GBA too. Cause like the Switch is sort of this really gross hybrid of being like a console and a handheld at the same time, which I think sort of kind of messes with it, to be honest. Because like it's not that it doesn't do both well. My problem is that it just doesn't feel good when I'm trying to play it handheld. Right? Like and I think that's sort of like my general problem because like with how things are nowadays, it's like being able to sit at your computer and play a game is a luxury. Same thing for like owning a PS5 or like any kind of big boy console, really. But even then, like, you know, you could say, I'll just get a Steam Deck or something like that, right? But do you know how expensive that is? Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of like the problem, right? Because that's just sort of my problem when it comes to RPGs because it's like you have to like have a dedicated sit down time to play them. And the problem is if like you're not at your PC or your console or whatever, because you can't even like play Time Stranger otherwise on like anything else. You're just not gonna play it, right? That's how I feel about it. I wish handheld gaming was more of a thing comparatively, because I don't like it's not that I dislike sitting at my PC. My problem is that like for peak RPG experience, I do think that being able to take it anywhere is like the best. Like for example with Pokemon, right? Yeah, you could have like you can have it on emulator on play on your PC, but it's not the same as basically having it on your DS and actually like being able to play it on the go and still having a cohesive experience, right? It's different. And I think that's sort of what like modern Pokemon games are kind of missing. If that makes any sense. Like I know Legends ZA is coming out in a while. And I liked Legends Arceus for sure. I did actually very much enjoy it, but like it's like the thought of having to like buckle down and play it like that, I think is going to be a pain. Anyway, like everything's different about it too, because I think it's more
Tano.
oh wait, hold on. Well then, I can tell by the rattling within your cloak, your hunt was a success. If you'll kindly pass over the spines, I can get to work. Give the spine cores? Yes, take them.
Qu'est-ce qu'on met?
I really wish we had a modern Vita equivalent that isn't underpowered device meant for emulators or something that cost a lot. Yeah, cause like, for example, I loved the PSP because you could like put a shit ton of stuff on the PSP. Right? Like, I played Earthbound on the PSP, okay? Way back then. And for me, I actually vastly preferred that experience compared to what I assume would have been the case if I had played it on the actual damn thing that it was intended to be on. Mother 3 was also like a similar kind of story, right? Because it is a GBA game, if I remember correctly. Now, it's like, if we had like something that was unironically handheld, that again, and here, part of the reason why games are like steering away from being handheld is because a lot of people make the argument that like graphic fidelity, like playing games in 1080p or like not even 1080 or 60 FPS and all that other stuff, right? They make the complaint that it's better to play games in like super high definition when in reality the human eye can like only see to a certain degree of detail, right? And because games are getting bigger in size, games basically, you know, want to look more and more realistic as time goes on. It's like, you know, the sizes of the games get bigger and bigger. And so the hardware can't facilitate that, right? It's like the difference of basically playing Monster Hunter Rise on Switch versus playing Monster Hunter Rise on PC. Now you're gonna get a really big change in how the graphics look and how even the game plays because of the way, like, you know, your components on your computer compared to like what it is on the Switch. But that said, I actually do prefer playing Monster Hunter on the Switch. Why? Because I'm used to playing Monster Hunter on a handheld as God intended, right? Because if you played all the way back from like Freedom Unite days, you know how to hold that fucking device like with the claw and shit like that because that's what it was, right? Like, what people aren't understanding about like graphics and other stuff like that is that there is a certain point where it reaches diminishing returns, right? And you'll find that the best games that actually kind of like stay like design wise like interesting and like beautiful and whatever the fuck, it's all of these are games that basically are stylized, right? Like Okami is still a really fun game to play, and it still holds up even to this game, or even to this day, even if it's just PS2 graphics or whatever, because the game is stylized, right? It's not intended to look realistic or anything. It's like it's cartoonish, and it works because of that, right? Hollow Knight is the same aspect where you can still pick up the yeah, I'm looking forward to 2 as well. Not counting Okami Den, haha. But what I was saying was like, for example, right, Hollow Knight still owns up because everything is hand drawn by Team Cherry, those absolute mad lads, or at least I think it's one guy that draws everything. I don't know, he's insane. But honestly, like, I super respect that. It looks good. It still functions really nicely. Like, you could play Hollow Knight right now and it still looks as good as Silksong because it's consistent with the style, but also because it doesn't age, right? Like, Cuphead also is like in a similar boat where you can play Cuphead and it's still as good as the day that it released, right? Now, with like NES games and like sprite graphics and stuff like that, in its own regard, those are technically considered to be classic, right? Like, those are yeah. Like with NES games, sprite graphics and stuff like that, there's a niche for that. As much as anyone will basically tell you, oh no, like we're past that. We don't do sprites like that no more, right? There is a reason why low polygon like 3D models are still like a thing, right? Like, they have their niche, and it's even like part of the reason why some people still prefer like PS1 graphics, or like they're deliberately making games with like PS1 graphics. Like, for example, in recent memory, mouthwashing, right? Because mouthwashing doesn't have like high-tech graphic fidelity or anything, comparatively speaking, no. But it doesn't make it any less of a really good game to like actually play through. Now, granted, mouthwashing doesn't have much in the way of replayability, right? Like, mouthwashing is a game that you only play once and then you put it down and then you contemplate life and think about why the fuck you did that to yourself. And yes, in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you actually do get to see the low poly models, sort of with higher res textures, in the Fort Condor stuff. I think, if I remember correctly. Now that's fine, right? Again, the thing to consider with FF7 Rebirth is that it is very much a game that is like a departure from the original Final Fantasy VII. Both of them have the same basis. They are basically different games, right? So it's like that. Comparatively, like, again, I think that like we're reaching the point where there are just actual diminishing returns for graphics. Because like, think of it this way, right? Do I really want to see like every single pore on Norman Reedus's face when they're playing like Death Stranding or whatever it is, right? Do I need to see every single like hair follicle or like the beads of sweat that are like gathering on his brow? Like, do I need to see that? Now, some people will say yes, and some people want that kind of like gameplay experience, which is fine, right? Like, go for it. But like, comparatively speaking, if you actually compare like Cyber Sleuth to Time Stranger in terms of graphics, Time Stranger will actually like age way better compared to like any other Digimon game that's come before it, barring Digimon World 1, because like, again, people eat up PlayStation 1 graphics and shit like that, right? They like that kind of shit. Cuz it's retro or whatever. Like, yes. Like, again, people are making the argument that that because, you know, they're spending a lot of money like rendering the game and making the game look as beautiful as possible, that like it becomes like a matter of like style over substance, right? And that's kind of like a big thing that's sort of becoming really prevalent in modern day video games and just media in general. I would make the argument, like, people are really fixated on making making it like look as flashy as possible to kind of distract you from the fact that games are no problem, Zadik. It's always good to have you. I'm still gonna like ramble a bit, unfortunately, cause now I'm going. I should be playing Silksong, but yeah, no, like, it's like, there comes a point where it's just like not. Yeah, for sure. Thank you again for dropping by. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. Like, again, it's like Time Stranger compared to any other Digimon game that's come before it is probably gonna be the one that sort of lasts the longest in terms of its graphic fidelity, because the way that they stylized the textures and actually made everything look is going to actually retain a lot of value for the foreseeable future. It's the same thing with actually Digimon Survive, regardless of whatever your opinion is on Digimon Survive as well, right? Even if it's an SRPG, the way that they designed the graphics and the fact like that it's a VN, it's still gonna hold up, right? Like, there's niches for that, and it's not like the SRPG aspect of it is bad in any capacity either. Yeah, it's clunky in terms of gameplay, but stylistically speaking, it is nice. But that's also kind of the problem, right? Because a lot of people are fixated on making their games look nice instead of them playing nice. Which is why, like, earlier on, if you heard me, like, harping about Silksong does a really good job of balancing looking nice, having an incredible sound design, and also still feeling really good when you actually play it. Now again, I think that the people who played Hollow Knight and then went to Silksong like immediately after, they're gonna have the hardest fucking time of their lives to adapt to how Hornet plays. And that's just how it is, right? When it's a different game, there's different changes, and she's a whole ass different character to begin with, right? There's that. But like, it really shows that even though this was only intended to be a DLC where you could play as Hornet, and you know, they made the whole last executive decision to make this its own game, right? I know that for years people were crying like, Team Cherry, where's Silksong, where's Silksong, and all that other nonsense, right? I think that people have been spoiled by early access and like teasers and like, oh guys, like look at me jingling the keys in front of your face. Like, they've gotten so caught up in that notion that they basically do not know how to be patient anymore for games. And you can make the argument, oh, well, you know, games used to come out way faster, right? Games used to come out way faster because games didn't have, like, they didn't have to, like, take 50 billion years to render. Or, like, sorry, hours, my bad. They didn't need to take, like, over hundreds of hours to render. They didn't have to do, like, mocap. They didn't have to, like, voice act every single aspect of the game, right? But that's what people kind of are expecting nowadays from their gaming experience. They basically want things to be fully voice acted. They want like animated cutscenes. They want like motion capture, like the strongest graphic fidelity, and they need like the biggest GPU processors to get to that point. Gaming has become a hell of a lot more expensive because of those aspects, but those aspects don't necessarily, like, while they enhance a gaming experience to be true, if that is necessary, it doesn't actually, like, make the game by default the best thing ever, right? Like, I think there are definitely games that need that kind of level of, like, detailing and stuff like that to be further engrossing, based on the kind of experience that they want to like give their players. But comparatively speaking, right? Like there is just sort of this point where it falls off. And again, it mostly actually really depends on the experience. But like, for example, like, how much detail do you actually need in a game that you're actually going to pay attention to? For example, like with say, I don't know, like a shooter, for instance, right? Like, I know that like cosmetics and stuff like that are like a super big deal. And again, I'm kind of out of my depth when I talk about this because I don't play shooters, right? But there is like kind of a certain point where you don't need that. Like, do I need to see every single detail on the drywall to like to shoot someone? I think you only need like just enough to basically give the semblance to ground it in realism, but you don't need to like go that crazy, especially if you're just basically like playing to shoot or whatever the hell it is, right? It's like, it's not like there's it's different. I accidentally pressed the button, but you know that Drifter's cloak. Hold A in the air. Oh, look at that. Oh god. Okay.
Hironare.
This is fine work. Your modifications will aid me greatly.
Safe as
Yeah,
well.
now I can finally get around. Thank you, lady. You nice. You a real one.
Pero ang toro tano.
Just don't be hanging around too long. Yeah.
Bemino, lelos.
Wah. Just a moment, dear, before you scurry off. I'm loath to spoil the surprise, but curiosity begs me to ask. Do you know why they pursue you, those citadel bugs? Oh, hold on. I think it would be the same example as meeting someone who is physically very attractive, but when you talk to him or her, that's when you truly get to know its substance. Yes, right. And this is like particularly very important, and I'm about to go off again on a different franchise. So like, for example, take, okay, Persona 3 is one of my favorite games of all time, right? Like, I played Fez, I played the original, I played Portable, I did not play Reloaded. Now, aside from the fact that aside from the fact I didn't want to pay $70 for the game, right? The thing that sort of really threw me off is that, originally speaking, Persona 3 was a very moody, sort of melancholy game because of its theme, right? Now, while it's true that the graphics are like, everything basically got a glow up, right? The OST, I mean, like, honestly, I'm a diehard for Yumi Kawamura, so I'm gonna die on that hill. I do prefer her vocals more than the new lady that they got, unfortunately. But overall, like, you know, everything is better. Like, the sound quality, the way that things look, the portraits, the expanding of the world in of itself. I think that part where they actually expanded on everything for the male protagonist, that was a really great choice, right? But there is something that is inherently missing when you basically take the same filter that they put on Persona 5 and apply it to Persona 3. Because those two things are completely different gaming experiences in terms of what they are trying to convey to the player, right? I still think that Reloaded arguably is probably the best way to experience Persona 3 in the regard where a modern gamer would not be able to survive not being able to control their allies like you couldn't in Fez, right? But with that said, I think because the game basically fixated on making things look very bright and very pop, so to speak, you miss out a lot on like that original sort of feeling of like melancholy and building dread for like when the full moon comes. And it's like the same premise for like Persona 4 the Golden, right? Or Persona 4 in general. Because with Persona 4, the way the fog rolled in and stuff like that, it would make the town have a completely different feeling, much akin to how Silent Hill basically put the fog over everything so they didn't have to render everything all right away and all that shit, right? Because the way the fog looks like it does in the PlayStation game, you can really get a sense of that sort of gloom. And remember, Persona 4 has already a very much more vibrant and pop feeling compared to 3, right? Like, if you applied that P5 filter on P4, it would do way better compared to like what happened with Reloaded. I do actually think that's correct. But in spite of that, I think that like the way it is, it's like it misses out a lot on what the intended thing is. Now, granted, there's still like a lot of like it has like a lot of spirit, and again, the VA is a lot of the VA work for Reloaded is actually better in some respect, but I do think that the vocal performances of like Michelle Ruff cannot be understated because, for example, with episode Aegis or The Answer that they redid, and it's fucking DLC that you have to pay $30 for. So again, the game is basically effective $100 for that, right? When I paid for the game when I bought Fez, and it was like only fucking $35 or some shit, right? Like, I think that it is almost criminal with how much the game costs and how different of an experience you get because of that. Now, again, a lot of people wouldn't, arguably, again, right? Like, if you wanted to play a game to be depressed, hell, I wouldn't even say that P3 is a depressing game. I think it's arguably one of the most hopeful entries in the Persona franchise because of what it tries to teach people, right? But when you're getting distracted by all the bright colors and stuff at the initial jump, you sort of miss that kind of what is it? You kind of miss the nuance that the original game had. Even if it isn't as like pretty, it still has like that like I said it before, but they might as well be two different games, right? Now, again, I do think that when they added all that stuff for the protagonist or the male protagonist to showcase that, he's not like completely like it's not like he ignores the male members of the team. It's just that it was like a completely different genre back then because P3 was the jump from from like, you know, Eternal Punishment, and Eternal Punishment, if you've ever played it, plays completely different, and it has aged incredibly poorly, right? Like, it's really bad. Yeah. And it's like, why would you remove the fog from Silent Hill when the point is that the fog is basically a character in of itself, basically guiding you around and like hiding things in it, revealing things slowly. It's like you are missing a crucial part of the gameplay experience as intended. Now, I think actually Silent Hill's remake is very good. Genuinely speaking, I did actually observe one of my friends like playing through all of it in its entirety. I think the actual glow up for it and how they made things look like 10 times more disgusting, it worked out for it a lot because it's supposed to be a horror game, right? It's supposed to scare the shit out of you. Now, or at least build like this like kind of onset of dread as you go forward through the game. And I think that's really important, right? Because there's like ambience is such a crucial part of things, right? Like you can't it's like it's such a crucial part of things in the regard where it's like if you don't have like a set vibe, it's like then what is this even for, right? It's like how when you play mouthwashing, there's like that very um big sense of looming dread and like building up like vitriol. Like you feel physically sick when you're playing through that game. And they did a very good job of actually nailing that in spite of the graphics, right? Now again, not every game has to have that kind of experience to be true, right? But it's really kind of important to understand if the game in question needs something to actually like emphasize what it's trying to put down. Like Silksong, for example. It's very serious, right? It's very it's not as melancholy as Hollow Knight, that's for sure. It's a lot more sort of like mysterious. I would say that it's more enigmatic. It's more of an enigma for sure, right? Which is good because the whole point of the game is that you just got kidnapped to this kingdom and you're trying to unravel the mysteries that by like climbing all the way up to the citadel, right? We don't know anything yet, and we're basically in the same boat as Hornet. Now, like everything being dangerous as fuck, yeah, that checks out. That makes sense. Comparatively with Hollow Knight, there's like a lot of melancholy as well, in the vein that like you're basically at the corpse of a ruined kingdom, and the player character knows what they're doing. You don't know what the fuck's happening, right? So everything that happens is like part of that gameplay experience. Now, again, right, like I've played like a handful. I haven't had much time for gaming, but I try to play like a handful of experiences when I can, right? Again, some games can be silly, some games can be really serious, some can be like have that good mix of both. And I think that's really important. But for what gaming has become, there is like a really like not even just gaming, like again with media in general, right? Like with how the isekai genre has gotten so out of whack to the point where it's just like like it's not even getting transferred to another world at this point. Like, you know, people don't come up with like metaphorical titles anymore or things that are basically indicative of like stuff. People are more likely to put exactly what it is on the tin and let you basically read on that basis. Like they're giving you the synopsis in the title, and I don't actually like that very much, to be honest. It's like the time I went to another world and I turned into a vending machine, right? It's like, yeah, okay, we already know it's an isekai and he turns into a fucking vending machine. Okay, good, I guess. Right? Like that's what it's become. It's like people basically not only has it become like a recipe or formulaic, right? It's just that in general the value of what has become valued in like storytelling in games and all that other stuff has fundamentally changed. Because people, as much as they say that they like stories and stuff like that, are very probable to like not actually pay attention to what happens in the story, right? Like, people are more looking for like the hee hee ha ha experience, and then when something serious actually happens, that's considered shock value all of a sudden, right? Like, people for some reason just treat media very differently compared to what it was back then, and they don't take it seriously, which I think has sort of like ruined a lot of things. Cause and again, right, it's not like you have to take every gameplay experience seriously. It's like it's not like you have to go watch a movie with like, you know, with your thinking cap on and dissect every single moment that happens. You can just enjoy something for what it is to be true, right? But like, fundamentally, if you are doing that, you are like missing out on a big part of what the media is trying to express, right? It's why whenever like serious or deep things suddenly like drop, it becomes the talk of the town all of a sudden, because people are more like to like I think it's almost like a coping mechanism where they basically just like try to dumb down things as much as possible in order to make things more palatable for them. Like, because again, right, comedy is basically meant to cope with like horrifying things. This is true, right? But also, if you're doing that for literally everything that happens, and you're sort of like it's one thing to point like make fun and poke at it, but it's a whole ass other thing to just basically not take anything seriously, and then you get through the whole ass game and you're like, wow, that was like nothing, right? And it's because you didn't take the time to actually become invested. It's because you didn't actually take the time to really digest and immerse yourself in what was happening, right? And again, right, I'm not saying that there's like a right or wrong way to get immersed in media, but personally speaking, like, for example, say Deltarune, right? I think people get fixated a lot on like hypotheticals and like their own imagination of things that go on, instead of actually really paying attention to what is actually happening, right? And that causes like this huge ass fucking disparity in terms of like it causes a huge disparity, because like they're generating hype for the game, this is true, but it's like they're not actually they're generating hype based on like hypotheticals. And again, right, it's not like a game has to tell you everything that's happening, especially in like the way that Deltarune is released. But there's like something really important to kind of point out in with Deltarune in particular. With Silksong, right? I think anyone could actually just pick up this game. Like, I don't think that Hollow Knight is actually mandatory to play this, right? Like, if you played Hollow Knight first and then you played Silksong, that's just because you're a fan of Hollow Knight, right? But if you just want to play this as a straight Metroidvania, that's totally doable, right? With Deltarune, you cannot do that. With Deltarune, you have to make sure that you are playing them in actual sequence order, because they are chapters, but they're being released as if they're separate games in its entirety, which is problematic in my opinion, right? Because it's not like you can just pick up Deltarune Chapter 4 and know what the fuck's going on, right? Now you can say, oh, well, you know, it was always meant to be released as part of one game. Then why release it in chapters like that? Why not just release the full game? Do you see how, like, that's not really conducive? Like, again, it did a really good job of building hype, right? Because they released episode 1, and then episode 2 also came out, like I don't know, like a while ago. I can't even but it's like, because there's like these gap years, and it's like because the game is meant to be formulaic. It's like, it's not like how every Final Fantasy is like its own separated individual, or like, you know, how in like back in the PS1 era, you know, you had to have different discs for the different parts of Final Fantasy, or Final Fantasy 7, 8, or 9, right? Like, all of it was just included in the game. It's just that they had to be separated into different discs because it couldn't fit on one. That's not what this is, right? Like with Deltarune, for example, it's like it released, and then there's like a gap year where like it generates its own hype because people are curious as to what's going to happen next. But generally speaking, if you are like new and you want to get into Deltarune, you cannot actually just pick it up at like the first, like you just have to actually pick it up at the first and then go from there, right? And again, it's interesting, I do think that like early access in a way has like ruined people's sense of patience, because again, like with Silksong, people were like, "When is Silksong coming out?" Team Cherry, I put on my clown nose, my clown wig, and my clown shoes, and I am waiting for the gates of Farloom to open. Please, we're desperate, right? It was literally just 3 people who made this game, right? We can afford to be patient. It does, like, the game will come out when it comes out, and it has, right? They filled up on their promise. They admitted to the audience, you know, the reason why the game has never come out is because we just had too much fun adding a bunch of shit. And God bless, that's fucking amazing, right? Like, that's like the perfect kind of thing that you want to hear in regards to the development of a game, right? But like, for example, indie devs like fucking Yandere dev, like kind of, you know, with the constant teasing and the playable demo, which is not really a demo but more of a game that's just not complete, right? It's like that, right? It's and again, I'm not necessarily against basically releasing something in chapters, but there is like a pro and con to it because of that, right? Because again, it's not like I can just pick up Deltarune Chapter 4 and play it as is, because I'm not gonna know what the fuck is happening or what's going on, and I'm gonna miss a shit ton of nuance. And I think that that in itself makes it not a conducive gameplay experience unless you're experiencing it as a whole. Like it should have been released as one entire in long thing. Like it's like when the Silksong demo came out, like what, like 5 years ago. They just went radio silent after the fact, and you didn't know what the fuck happened to Team Cherry. They've just been off the map the entire time, right? It's like, that was fine. People just like started freaking out because they're so used to getting drip fed information. And to be fair, right, like initially with Hollow Knight, as you guys know, it was kickstarted, right? And it was insanely popular, and it is now one of the most beloved indie titles in like the 2010s era, and even like now, right? Like it's up there with what, Celeste, Shovel Knight, Undertale, etc., right? But like comparatively, for example, because I just said Undertale, you would have a better time playing Undertale completely blind, because it's a complete gameplay experience in one cohesive manner, compared to playing Deltarune and not knowing what the fuck is going on if you just decided to pick up chapter 2 with no context, right? It's like, oh, and you know, the game will punish you based on like you not playing all of the chapters, right? Because there's different variations based on the choices that you make, right? It should have just been a single thing. That's what I think. That's not to harp on it for being a bad game, though. It's just me. It's just a genuine criticism of how it's structured. But yeah, sorry for rambling like that on. This is supposed to be a Silksong stream, and it turned into a indie dev like how dis do or whatever. Oh man, give me a sec. I need to drink water. Ayo. Eh? No. Again, you're free to have your own opinions on like how media do and then all that. Hold on. Man, it's like you're free to have your own opinions on like how games fundamentally work and all that. I think that's really important, instead of just basically going like oh, this is like the most beautiful thing ever, this has to be like the best game ever, right? It's I think gaming is subjective, and people will value different things on that basis, right? That's important. Now again, right, it's like, it's anyone's guess if I mean, like, again, there's, I don't know if you know, but there's like some controversy because Silksong was released as a $20 game and not like a $70 game. Because AAA companies have basically embarrassed themselves because this team of fucking 3 people have created a game that's again, I'm trying to see if it's like technically on par, because again, like, they're very different experiences, right? Like Silksong is not comparable to, like, for example, Final Fantasy 16, because Final Fantasy 16 is a completely different genre, right? And it tells like a whole ass completely different kind of story. In light of that, right? I think that anyone could pick up Silksong and still have a good fucking time. For sure. I think that is like actually correct. I think that there is like I think you literally do not have to play the first one. You could just go right into it and play the game as is, because that's basically what I did. I did not play Hollow Knight in 2 years, and I'm still doing okay. Right? Like, yes, I have the lore and the information, and I know who she is. But that's like a side tangent. You can still play this the same way that you played through Hollow Knight and not knowing what the fuck or what anything is happening, and you can like go experience the same thing with her, and it still be a cohesive experience, I think. But yeah, because God knows I'm doing really fucking well, just going bit by bit and shambling around Farloom, hating all these traps in the economy while I'm at it. But you know, right? Big shrug. It could be way worse. It could be, but you know what this game is? It's really fucking good. Like, I don't even know how fucking deep in I am on this, and I've been talking your guys' ear off like forever. So yeah. Let's see. I sincerely believe that right now there are more gaming options than ever before, but for some reason, when someone finds something that they like, they get hooked on it and they only want to play content like that. They could try waiting or try other things though while waiting. This is true. And it's because people have weirdly become more am I about to make a hot take? Yeah, I'm about to make a hot take. People have become like weirdly more egocentric in the sense where they don't want to try new things and they only want to try things that interest them. Right? If it like relates to them in some way, or if they see something like interesting that they like, they're more prone to get it, and that's why people have been more fixated on aesthetics than ever before, right? If a game doesn't have something that they like visually or like story-wise or something, like from the onset with its introduction, people are not going to play it. Like, that's just how it is nowadays. And it's like a huge fucking crime, in my opinion, because, like, again, like, how did we get here? To the point where it's like, it's like one thing if you aren't playing a game because, like, it's too expensive. It's just that if you aren't playing a game because there's no one that you can just click with or whatever, yeah, then I think the patch should just be added as an easy mode that makes bosses, at least the early ones, easier. Right, I did hear about that. They actually made Silksong a little easier, I think. I don't know if I'm playing it on easy mode then or not. Because honestly, like, I think it's kind of funny. I think people are just sort of mad that Hornet takes double damage from a lot more things, but if you really think about it, she is not as sturdy as her Void's, was that a spoiler? Wait, ooh, let me stop that. It reminds me when I played Bloodborne several years later after it came out, and people were telling me that some bosses I fought were way harder when the game first came out. Yeah. They responded to the people wanting the game easier with Get Good. Ah, yes. Based Team Cherry. We love to see it. Because, again, right? Yes, Hornet heals 3 masks at a time, compared to when you have to hold down the focus button and be uninterrupted and, like, sit there like a sitting duck for, like, 5 seconds, right? She heals at least within 3 seconds, and it's instantaneous, right? She could also heal mid-air, which the Knight cannot do, right? Movement in her game, speed is really important. I don't know if you were seeing me fight Lace a while ago, when I was, like, going through all that, right? Like, there is an aspect of Hollow Knight games where, like, it teaches you how to play the game by basically putting you trial by fire, right? Like they teach you, like, if you die to a trap, chances are you're never gonna let it happen again. If you die to, like, because the guy did double damage, you're gonna keep in mind, oh shit, well, that guy does double damage, I'm never gonna, like, fucking run into him unawares ever again, right? Like, you basically will die a lot trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And that's just part of the gameplay experience. You can, yeah, death is frustrating. I'm perpetually broke partly because of that, right? But it's like, I can definitively say that in light of, like, getting my shit kicked in, like, 15 times out of, like, 20, like, that percentage gets very, like, the amount of losses you are actually going to experience is going to diminish as you get better at the game, right? This is a skill-based game. And I know that people are going to get pissed off if I say that, but, you definitively will thrive if you actually take the mechanics at face value and play them sincerely, instead of just going, damn, I wish I were the knight. I wish I could pogo just straight down. Like, yeah, sure, if you want to fucking, like, why do that when you can just actually play the game and enjoy it for what it is, right? And that's kind of the thing, right? Like, people don't want to enjoy things for what they are anymore. They would rather just sort of, like, dig their heels in the sand and go, like, damn, I don't know how to adapt. And I think that's, like, that's robbing people of, like, just how fun things can actually be. Because I am having the time of my life. I don't know, like, again, when I was fighting Lace, I died the first time. I got her the second time, and I mentioned that her boss battle feels a lot like the Mantis Lords, right? And if you played Hollow Knight, you know for a fact that the Mantis Lords are basically the equivocal casual filter of the game, right? Like, they drop you in a fucking cage with the Mantis Lords, and you fight them and all that other nonsense, and if you cannot figure the timing for how they attack and how to respond and when you do certain things, you're going to keep failing. Right? If you keep ramming your face into it without actually adapting and changing things and, like, figuring out how to respond accordingly to certain things, you are going to have a hard time. That's just how it is in every game, right? It's like, for example, when you see Bide being used in Pokemon and you're Nuzlocking, are you going to keep attacking the thing that's biting? If you've already attacked it once, maybe you'll just try to, like, go for the kill at that point, because if you don't, your Pokemon's gonna fucking die, right? But otherwise, if you see that it has Bide, you're not gonna attack it during that time, right? It teaches you how to, like, respond in accordance to, like, certain, like, stimuli and aspects, right? This game basically will show you that you are, like, missing certain things and that you need to go looking for them. It just doesn't tell you where the fuck to look. It expects you to explore. And that's really important, because, like, where's your sense of wonder? Like, why don't you just enjoy for what it is? An artist VTuber who hates purple gave me the best advice for my first game of Decode. Don't watch any guides, and I enjoyed it so much thanks to that. And good! You shouldn't have used any guides, because it is way more fun to play that game blind and enjoy it for what it is. If you play it with a fucking guide, you will, like, lose out on so much things, because you're basically going to be fixated on how to get what you want, instead of actually enjoying and learning how to, like, get better ideas of how to get where you want to be. And I think that sense of progression is so much more important than the end result. My wife went by. I did a Soul Link and I lost our starter to counter. That's so real, though. That's so real. Shit. But it's like that, right? Like, games are not going, like, again, it's so fucking weird. I see people always complain, oh man, I hate this game because it holds my hand the entire time and it, like, makes me feel dumb because it questions my intelligence. And not makes me question my intelligence, it acts as if I'm not intelligent and I can't actually play the game, right? And then you have the opposite, where it's like the game tells you fucking nothing, and then people are still complaining because of that. And it's like, yeah. Again, right? Gameplay is subjective, and you can actually make that criticism in a valid capacity, especially if you think, like, it shouldn't be, like, X, Y, or Z or something, right? But there is also the aspect that sometimes a game is the way that it is because that's how the developer intended it to be. Now again, like for example with Scarlet Violet and Sword and Shield, I'll actually kind of die on the hill that they give out a lot of freebies and stuff like that. Like I think in Galar or was it Alola, they gave out like a ton of max revives just for whatever reason, right? And I was like, do we really need this? Big shrug, right? Did we really need this? I don't know. Like, again, it depends on, like, what kind of Pokemon experience you want. Because if you want something casual, then, yeah, sure, take the free revives. Enjoy yourself. Have fun, right? Like, just vibe and gel with the experience as intended. But, on the other hand, like, for example, I actually tried to Nuzlocke Scarlet and Violet when it first came out. I ended up not doing that because it was just, like, way too difficult to run into things completely random, if that makes any sense. And I got a much more better experience because of that. Funnily enough, because I had a whole Charizard moment, but that's like neither here or there, right? It kind of just depends on like what you're willing to like subject yourself to have a sort of certain specific gameplay experience. Because again, right, like again with Nuzlocks. Like again, if you want to have like that challenge to the Pokemon journey, of course you're gonna Nuzlocke. Then you like lose things permanently, and then you become more careful, right? You become more prepared. Like you actually think about what you're going to be fighting against, unless it's like a randomizer. Then God bless, you're on your own, right? It's like that. But you basically try to be prepared for whatever happens, and it's the same thing with like any RPG, right? Like when you reach a new area, you see new mechanics, you like get context clues, and then eventually you try to like maybe like catch up in terms of level disparity, so that whenever you do fight against the boss, you're gonna be ready for it, regardless of what it is, right? Or maybe you get a new mechanic in a new area, and then you just go from there, right? Like those aspects of gameplay are really important. And to basically go like, damn, you need to tell me where everything is and where I have to go in what order. I find that more I find that weird because it's like, where's your sense of wonder and exploration, especially in a Metroidvania? Like, of course you're gonna get lost. That's part of the fun. And hold on. I suppose it's because people feel like smarter than developers, but on the other hand, they don't like developers treating them like fools. So they would rather use 10 guides without anyone telling them than accept a baby-like tutorial in their game. Yeah, and honestly, Silksong is kind of hilarious because there is no tutorial. You just basically start swinging, and if you get hurt, you're told to bind, and you go from there. And you know, it worked. I liked it. It's funny. C'est la vie, right? You figure it out. And again, right, like, if you play enough of a certain type of game, eventually you do just sort of have an idea of what you're supposed to do. It's like when Pokemon, do you really need the Pokeball throwing tutorial in every game? Is there just like no choice to skip it? Chances are no. I think the only one where it does skip is because of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I recently learned. And that's because I recently started playing it again. I need to keep going at it, right? As a whole though, it's like I know that people don't want to be treated like idiots and stuff like that, which is fine. I don't think that people like a game should be condescending in that respect, because I would hate it too. But at the same time, it's like you sort of have to just have the level of humility to play the game and not like just immediately jump to the conclusion, oh, it doesn't do this thing, I hate this. Right. Like, and again, that's sort of the problem. It's like, I can see why, like, people would be like, damn, Hornet doesn't pogo straight down. This is shit. Oops. Okay. It's like that. Oh, God. It's like, again, I think tutorials have their place. Cause again, right? Like, they have their place. If the it's like, do I need to have Team Cherry to tell me how to attack? Not really, right? You already know that everything is hostile, so it's whatever. Let's see. I'd love to spoil the surprise, but curiosity begs me to ask. Do you know why they pursue you, those citadel bugs?
Da, fenestra.
No, certainly, but I've a strong suspicion. They hunt me for my nature, for the silk produced within my shell.
Senta so.
Aha! In truth, no doubt. In Farloom, yours is a rare skill, prized beyond measure to channel one's soul within a thread. Soul and silk are inseparably linked. You know, I am so glad that I actually was correct about this. I'm not gonna elaborate, but yeah. It's a skill almost lost from Farloom. Those old weavers shared it, and they're long dead now.
Benny Frank.
There is another alive in this kingdom that shares my nature or some part of it. I've seen silk similar to my own. It snares the shells of those upon the roads. Yeah, we've seen people getting taken over, actually. Yeah. Should I use the Hornet voice? I'm tired. I don't really want to talk in her voice, cause I've been yapping a lot. I saw someone complain the boring and hard. That one attack was boring, but they never attacked up or down. They never attacked up or down. What? Yeah, what the? That's not good. Ah, that's crazy. No, like Hornet's movement is like, I think when you play the game, you're gonna understand what I mean in terms of how agile and acrobatic was. Like, I keep joking about how the knight could never, because the knight really could never. The knight doesn't know how to grab ledges, as by the as by a certain cutscene that I don't want to spoil if you haven't seen it yet. Okay. That threads. Let's see. There is will within that thread, one that seems to come from somewhere above us. The Citadel.
Qu'est-ce qu'on mêle?
Sharp sight. Good sharp sight you've got. That Citadel. All roads towards and all answers waiting on a long climb up there, my dear. Oh, I turned those off because I didn't want to, I turned those off because I didn't want to, like, draw in the middle of the stream. I'll turn back on my swearing button later, okay? Because I know I swear a lot, but I think I've been pretty good so far in not saying, expletives. I only really say them when I'm super flustered, after all. Get going, she says. I was supposed to hold A, right? Hold A? Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, see how it does trial by fire, where it basically puts a spike pit, so you don't mess up. Every other word you say is a curse. That's too much. Oh. Oh no, right. She pogos diagonal. I still make the mistake of pogoing straight down. It'd be like that, you know. So that means it should have been like this. No! Okay. Yeah, this is that teaching moment that I was mentioning to you guys. The movement in this game is so fun though. Like, honestly. Oh, I overshot? Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I think I mentioned this before, but the reason why I don't play platformers is because I'm bad at them. And you guys are about to see that, like, in full swing. Oh, wow, I don't have to pogo? Oh, fuck! Yeah. See, never making that mistake again, am I right? Honestly, they had a lot of context clues in Silksong to show you where you're supposed to go and all that. Oh, interesting. Okay. It's like with that. Oop. There. Okay. Huh. Now why would that be there? I understand. Oh shit! Friend! Oh. Okay. This is scary. Wow. That's really good. I need to not swear, honestly. Whew. Oh, you know, that's relatable. Okay, now I can do the thing. I start swearing when I get petulant, I think. Oh god! No, there ain't no way. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. What the fuck? Oh no. No. How do I do this? Wait! Oh fuck! What?! I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. No. I think Fiddlesticks is fine. Like, I think it's good that you don't swear. Okay. This is exactly what I mean about how this is the part where, like, they're gonna put you through trial by fire, right? Because now I know he's gonna take out the middle part. Now I have to figure out how the fuck to do this. Right. So it takes out that. Oh, okay. But how do I do this? Oh my god. God, she grabs onto ledges. Okay, wait, what are you doing? You know, this thing has really smooth movement. I'm kind of like admiring how its motion is. Okay, it takes out two now. And it does that. Okay, nice. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. Wonderful. You're safe. Hi, bud. Oh, no. Ren! But yeah. Oh my god. Bud. Can you not do that? Oh my god. Ah, shit. Can you come over here, please? Thank you. Damn it. I got careless. Man. Honestly, I'm thankful that they weren't so sadistic to do that. And yes, I actually agree. I would like think to myself a lot in Hollow Knight, like, I actually had this problem with the Bell Beast last time I played. The hitbox was very difficult for me to discern. So yeah, all things considered, I actually do like Trial by Fire very much. I think it's very fun. But I really like this thing's motion. It's really well animated for like no reason, really. Oh shit. Okay, I need to lock it in. Hold on. Shit. No. We're cooked. Shit. I can do this. I just need to not. I just need not to panic. Because I think I did mention it before. I have a tendency to panic. And when I panic, it's like I don't recover. So, I am not going to be looking at chat. But just as a word of warning, if you play like the bottom on sound in any capacity, I will actually just immediately get thrown off. So don't do that, okay? I do sort of get in the zone. And I like that aspect of gaming in particular. Oh shit, okay, here we go. Uh-oh. That's rough. Oh, boy. Oh. Oh! I understand. How do I do this? See? See? The game teaches you this stuff. Sayonara, loser. Now, how the fuck do I get out of here? Easy, easy, easy. Okay, but yeah, no, you see what I mean, right? It had that whole previous area to get you used to that. And then again, right? Like the clues were there, right? It's not like I had to have the game base or Hornet basically tell me I need to use the curtains to get up. No. That's like an insult to your intelligence if you actually need to be told that. Yeah, I think you should play Silksong. It's a very fun game. Like genuinely speaking, I'm not being a team cherry shill or anything like that. Like, even if this is going to be your first team cherry experience, like you've never played Hollow Knight or anything, genuinely, this is still very fun, right? Like, I like how rhythmic the boss fights are. I like how you can easily just get into the zone. I think that's probably my favorite part about how these boss fights are structured so far. Because like in Hollow Knight, some of them are very hectic and frantic, right? Like some of them like don't really have much in the way of a rhythm, but because Silksong is very much focused on the musical aspect, there is a rhythm to how things go. Like whether you jump, whether you press these like the button to basically linger in the air, you can, if you have like any musical background whatsoever, it's like how you have to like use there's like a rest symbol in between music and shit like that, right? How these fights are structured to basically emulate that is genius, I think. Again, I'm not like a music major in any capacity, but I think that is incredible gameplay design. So yeah, nah. If you're bored while waiting for Time Stranger to come out, definitely play Silksong. Oh, see, look at that! I don't have to fall into the lava pit anymore. Yeah. Oh, ooh, ooh! You can see my dog now. Hold on, hold on. I am not playing the Time Stranger demo just because, well, I'm... One, if I play it and I really like it and I don't have $70 to spend, I'm gonna be very sad. Right? Yeah. Here, you wanna see my dog? Hold on. Thanks for the praise key. Thank you for the praise key. I just have a habit of very much rambling like an insane person while I play the game, or just going like, hold on guys, I gotta lock in. Here, hold on. Check out my dog. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Hold up. Look at this. Where you at, buddy? Look at that thing. Incredible. It's so cute. Like, look at this. Hold on. It sings. Also, I'm playing with my dog. It's cute. Yeah. I really like this thing. Actually, I think this thing probably killed me the most out of all the boss fights I've faced so far. But it's really cute. Yeah, bud. You're incredible. I love you. Hold on. Here, wait. Oh, we've come a far way. I can't afford anything still. Oh, this will probably here. Just so you can like observe. It's cute. It's so cute. Like, look. See? But yeah. Before you like say that I'm like hurting it, don't worry, it's jiving. That shell is so hard it doesn't get hurt. It's so cute though, it purrs. Hey bud. Yeah, let's go. It's cute. I don't like real life bugs, but this thing. That's incredible. I'd get a plush of this dude. He's very cute. Okay. We gotta go. Okay. So now that I can go fly up, I'm pretty sure I can go up and up. So... yeah! What is this? Oh, this is the area that I didn't... Hey! Where did you go? Damn. Okay. You know what I haven't been doing? I haven't been dashing at all. When you go visit your friend who has a 2-meter long dog tied up with a chain and her name is Princess. Yeah. Who are you to judge? Oh, I'm about to blow up. Alright, bud. Come here. Oh, that was on me. I got greedy. That's okay, though. Because I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed, but even though I have the dash ability, I just have not been using it. Because you'll find that I'm something of a gorilla. And, I don't... I play games kind of, like, really super-minded. Like, to be entirely truthful. Damn. Oh, shit. By the way, every time you see that flashing thing occur, it's the parry mechanic, right? Basically, you can parry if you time your strike right, just as you get hit. Oh! Hold on, my friend is here. This... I'm pretty sure you could actually sing these lyrics, which is really adorable. Don't despair, pilgrim friend. Lift your sight and raise your voice. Have no fear, pilgrim true. Believing is a happy choice. Like, that's so cute. Hoy there, aren't these fields marvelous? And above us are the bountiful moors where every pilgrim can fill their belly.
Caspin?
These hot fields are a wonder indeed, but hunters prowl the long grass. Playing your instruments will only alert them to your presence. Well, alert them I shall. Child, please. For where many great for where many gather, great songs are sung. Child, please. I'm not paying rosaries for that again. I didn't go this way. Ooh. That's kind of scary. Huh. Okay. Okay. Oh, so I wasn't supposed to. Okay. Yeah. Damn it. Ooh, fuck. Okay. need to do that. Okay. Oh shit. Damn it. Run! Damn it. Shit. All up. Can't believe it. They're extorting me. You have to pay to use this bench.
Nearly a Vectura.
Look at that. It's so expensive.
All they are dead.
Actually, hold on, wait. If I break these... Oh! Oh, right. Okay, hold on. I have not been fiddling with my equipment. There, now I can finally see where I'm at instead of guessing. God bless. Like again, I like that the gameplay is so smooth. Alright, up we go. Oh! Oh, new area unlocked. Are you kidding me? Are you... I hate Barloom. I hate Barloom. What the fuck? Give me your money. Oh, they still die in some of that, huh? Okay. That better be a bench. Tired of all this extortion. Why? 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 To elaborate on what just happened, I paid 80 currency to get 60 current, like Europa 16 currency. And this is okay in a regard because this money doesn't go away when I die. But the fact that this happened at all is what kind of fucking makes me mad. Also, what weird looking birds. Oh god. Anyway, let's keep going. Can't believe that happened. What is this? Where am I? Oh, of course, okay. Oh, now the birds are attacking, huh? Hey. Damn. These fucking birds are about to get me, guys. It's all over. I have to go fucking climb all the way back up. You know what? Fuck this, I'm leaving. 30s! I do remember that, actually. Huh. Oh, she's here. Oh, thank you, Chakra.
Tamia yan.
Mieszko.
A ragged horde. A watermelon.
Wishka.
Oh, great. Okay, okay.
Mieszko.
I should have never done that, but I understand why I should have. Anyway, just go buy this map. Ah, I see. Hold on.
Mieszko.
Okay. Is this where the danger is? Oh, I hate birds. Oh, at least they drop rosaries, but that makes sense considering they're birds. Oh, so that's what that does. Okay. Coolio. Damn. Fully hitbox. Gonna come here, bud? Okay. Ren. This? Oh shit. Oh shit. Actually, why am I can dash, that's right. Oh shit. Okay. Huh. Not gonna lie, guys, this is creepy as fuck. Oh, these are nests. This is a boss room. Okay. That is definitely a boss room. Hold on, I gotta get ready to lock the fuck in, I guess. Because all these goddamn birds are about to just fucking attack me. That's a lot of birds. Oh no. Oh, damn it. Oh shit. This is my least favorite type of boss area. Kind of them to put a lever right there because they knew that we were gonna die a lot. Oh my god. Fuck. Ren! Damn it! Hold on. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. All right. I'm gonna try one last time to try and fight those birds. And if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna try and tackle this like tomorrow. Same time as usual and all that and what have you. I think I've mentioned this before, but I do not like flying enemies. I hate anything that buzzes and flies in real life, and these birds. These birds are pretty annoying. Oh shit! I just need to lock the fuck in. Because if anything, I am getting a lot of money. You don't, I don't want to deal with you. Forget you. Okay. Okay. I just have to lock the fuck in, I guess. Also, these are weird-ass looking mice. I know they're mice, but... I know they're mice, but I don't know what they are. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's begin. Okay, 2. One more. Big one. Fuck! I got greedy. Alright. I'll let you decide. One more try? One more try or no? One more try or no? Flip a coin? Yes. I don't have a coin on my desk right now. Fuck it. Mo Ikai. One more time. I can do it. Well, we're already off to a bad start, guys. Whiska. You know what? That's okay. They need the fucking handicap. One, two, 3. Damn it. I think I need to stop for today. That's really fun though. Like, I really like this game. Almost, kind of. I got careless. That's like the real thing, which tells me I need to like take a for real break. But you know, I'll get it next time. When I actually start up the stream, I'm gonna be here still. So we are gonna pick up right where we left off. Yeah. And again, thanks for everyone for like coming by and tuning in and to watch and all that. Oh man. Like, I think if you haven't played Hollow Knight, or even if you haven't finished it, or whatever the state of it is, this is genuinely a very fun experience to just like have and go through. Right? Like, I was gushing about it before, but everything feels like it's very easy to get into the zone when I play this game, and I really like that feeling. Right. And I think if you guys play, you'll also see what I mean as well. But yeah. Oh, gosh. That was embarrassing. I'm gonna get them next time for sure. Thank you for joining me on it. Alright? Okay. So one last time, thank you again very much. Take care, okay? I'll see you guys next time. I am probably going to... roughly the same time as last time. The only reason why I started like 30 minutes later today was because I had to do something. But yeah. See you next time. Bye bye.
Yes, Cano. Yes, Cano.